Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur SPIEL 2024. I'm here with Joshua. Hello.
Hello.
And what we see here are a lot of games, maybe only a handful, maybe familiar with, but I must expect I'm doing roleplay now for over 20, 25 years, and I haven't seen a single one of those that lying out here.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to represent some, particularly underrepresented publishers. A lot of what we carry are by Canadian publishers. I'm from Canada myself. We distribute in Canada and in the UK as well. We just started doing that this past May. So we do also carry a good number of indie publishers from the UK as well.
Okay, so give us a quick overview. What do you have here right now? Because there's a lot of stuff.
Right here on this table, towards the top, we have some adventures and supplements for other systems, like some OSR stuff, some Morkborg stuff. There's a bunch of Mothership adventures down on the table by Canadian publishers. Slug Blaster is down there by the end. That won a whole bunch of awards last year and is by designer out of Edmonton. I myself, I designed Simple Superhero, so that's one of mine, and that's kind of what started the marketplace, because I wanted to get more games into game stores and so on. I've got a few games in my hand here from our other table. Home came out this past July. That has been, this is a map-making mech versus kaiju jamless game. So we got some nice, weird jamless indie RPGs like that. Or mine is another indie map drawing game where you're fighting the Dark God and you're setting up a prophecy. We've got some more substantial jammed games like these guys. Fight to Survive is a diceless multi-generational RPG, which is quite intriguing. Different, got nominated for an Indie Groundbreaker Award. And Free Spacer is your classic kind of Traveler-esque, but with a modern engine, tons of tables to roll things on. So if you want a crew of a starship, Free Spacer is a good one for that. And we have tons of other titles as well.
So nearly all of them are indie and smaller ones, because if I see here that it's very compact.
30 pages, something like 30 pages, that one, yeah.
Yeah. In this case, a little bit.
Yeah. This is 200, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's a difference between all these big books you see around here and those smaller brands where you have, I have this one and I can start playing.
That's right. So this one in particular, like, you can solo play this. You can also play it with 4 players, and it doesn't have a GM. So we have a number of games that are like, you read them real quick, you dive right in, and that's the plan.
Okay, that's good to know, because some of them I can now solo play.
Yes.
Here I don't need any players. If I want to experience the game, I can play it for myself, or I can play it with other friends.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice way. We have a few that can be solo played, but you can also play them with friends, and it's a nice way to try out the system before you maybe run it for everybody.
We have a lot others here. What is this? This
is by a UK publisher out of Scotland. This is kind of a World of Darkness engine game, so D10 dice pool. They've done a couple nice supplements. They have another one coming out soon. So this is a Book of Empires. This is the more mythic Book of Heroes, so covers going into the underworld and so on.
From the looks, I would say it's inspired Greek-like.
This is Greek mythology. You also have a little bit going on. So you're the son of deities, often Greek gods, often, though you can play a mortal as well. And how your city does is a big part of this game as well. You're all from the same city. We also have some, what I would say, classics at this point, like Monster Hearts is a Powered by the Apocalypse. Your teenage monster is in love, or The Quiet Year.
Anything else you want to point out? Because, this is a particular gem I want to highlight.
Oh, I mean, that's difficult. How do you pick between things you love, you know? I don't know. We've talked about a few that I really enjoy. I'm really keen to play, and I haven't played yet, After the War, which is, maybe I'll grab that real quick. This has a bit of a horror element to it. You're setting up on a colony planet after a galactic civil war. You have a bit more shared authority with the GM. And what happens in this one is beliefs get changed and corrupted by mind viruses. It's very interesting, very more on the narrative side of things.
Okay. So I would say there is, I think,
a game for everybody here.
Yeah, a game for everybody here, because there's so many to pick. And I think most of them are quite new for most of our viewers, because they're not from around here, and some indie games, that's always interesting to see what in other countries they are brewing up.
Yep. So we have an online store in Canada, and we also have one in the UK. We have a warehouse there, so people can buy direct from us. PDF's always included. And yeah, or we'll be at events, and we're at events like Essen frequently. So come and find us.
Thanks. Then good luck with the last few days here at the Spiel, and I hope you have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.